Hey Virgos, welcome to July 2018. Hope you guys are doing well. So let's get right into it. Hope you guys are enjoying your summer as well. Okay, so this is good because the star card was at the bottom of the deck when I first got into your zone. And now the two cards that popped out are the Hermit and the World. So that's interesting. So your subconscious wants you to recognize that this alone time you've been doing, see stars back on the bottom, this alone time you guys have been doing, whether or not it's actually alone time, or even just feeling kind of isolated within yourself, like kind of feeling like even if you're in a crowd full of people, just still feeling really alone. That alone time that you're doing is actually incredibly beneficial. It's creating a shift in your world where everything is taken care of. Everything through this alone time, everything is becoming fixed, okay? So the World card, we have the energy of the Aquarius, and that's a fixed sign, and it's all about your communication. It's all about your service to humanity and your hopes and your dreams and your wishes and your friends and your peers and why you choose those friends and peers, why they're in your life and what lessons they are there to teach you. Then we have the Scorpio energy, and that's another fixed sign, and that energy is all about power and control, especially your own control and using a controlling energy in order to control the world around you and to feel powerful and empowered within that world. It's also about sexual energy and using sex to create and to manifest the world that you want through sex magic. And then we have the Taurus energy, which is another fixed sign, the third fixed sign, and it's all about grounding, guardianship, planting seeds, fertility. It's all about that being very stubborn and very steadfast when it comes to your dreams and your desires. And then we have the Leo energy, the last fixed sign of the zodiac, and that's all about personal power, magnetism, optimism, letting your true light shine. So this alone time is activating those four energies, those four fixed energies, which are shaping your world in a very, very positive way. The next card that popped out, Virgo, is the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is recognition that intuitively you know what's going on within this relationship. You know what's going on within this partnership. So although you're spending some time alone and you're actually enjoying it, it's really making some things within your relationship clear. If there was some confusion about where things are going, this month you're going to get real clear about it. This alone time, you're going to be like, okay, I'm not confused anymore. I get what's going on. I've figured it out. It reminds me of Harry Potter when he has that book and nothing is revealed, and then he writes one thing, which essentially is what you guys are doing. You're writing one thing, which is hermit, alone time, and it's like this whole book is now being presented to you magically, and it's saying exactly what's going to be happening chapter by chapter until you get to the end of the book. So that's what's going on for you guys for July 2018, Virgo. Alone time is good time. It's really revealing a lot. Virgo, July 2018. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so there has been some competition, some competitiveness when it comes to changes and the energy of those changes, okay? Fighting for freedom, fighting for a risk, fighting to take a risk, and fighting for freedom will create some new energy. And this new energy that comes in is incredibly positive. It is awesome. It is like a thumbs up. It's going to seem like it comes out of thin friggin' air. That's going to bring a lot of new messages as well, okay? So partnership is still the theme. Virgo, July 2018. Okay, let's get started here. So, to recap, subconscious recognition that this alone time is creating a lot of positive shifts, that is actually creating a lot of finality in your life this month. With that finality, you're going to start to realize some things within a partnership that are getting more clear. Your intuition is peaking, and you're like, okay, this is what's going on. If you've been competing, if you've been fighting for change, if you've been fighting for freedom, especially involving a lot more people and wanting other people to change as well, with that energy, with that alone time, with everything finally becoming fixed, new energy is coming in that is incredibly positive. Like I said, it's going to be like poof, like it came out of thin air. And with that new energy, you're going to start to look at the world differently. You're going to start to be able to send out messages saying, okay, this is what's going on. That's how good it's going to be. Okay, so keep fighting for those changes, because you are winning. And with that winning energy, something new is going to come in, and it's going to be so good that you're going to have to spread the word. You're going to have to let family and friends know. You're going to have to send out that one message. Hey, something good happened. Here's what's going on. That's the subconscious. That's what your subconscious wants you to know off the bat. The theme of this reading is working hard. You've been working real hard, Virgo. You're empowering yourself. It's time to take a step back and put your hard work up on the wall and say, I've worked hard, I've done well, especially over these last 8 months. Last 8 months, that's the real accomplishment over the last 8 months, saying, holy shit, like, I've done well. I've really built myself up. You know, your back might be hurting, but your body might be like breaking down. But at the end of the day, you've accomplished so much and you have so much to be grateful for. With that acknowledgement, new money comes in, making you feel really blessed, really finally secure. However, there is still some greediness. There is still some hoarding onto that power. Yeah, you worked hard and you want to hold on to the power and what you've created because that's what you've worked so hard for. But with that holding on, you are sending out signals to the universe that there's no more coming in. So you want to make sure that you're allowing that energy to flow through. Yeah, you worked hard. You did that energy out by working hard. You got the money back. Now put that energy back out. Let the cycle continue, okay? Work hard, play hard. With that, you know, you're going to start to see that your foundation is a little bit unsteady, and it's been unsteady for a little bit, especially your internal foundation. If you're feeling stomach pains, definitely this might sound a little bit gross, but watch what you're doing in the toilet, you know, because Virgo rules the digestion. So if you're feeling like, you know, your bowel movements have slowed down or they've increased or you're having diarrhea, things like that, that's a telltale sign of what's going on with your emotional health. For instance, I have this friend, Tammy, who owns Crystal Groupie Designs. She does a lot of crystal healing. I wish I was wearing, oh, I am wearing things that she's made me. She was saying that your bowel movements and your toilet health is directly related to your emotions. And what we've noticed as females is our inability to go in public washrooms, and how directly it was related to our inability to express our emotional health to strangers. You know, when someone asks you how you are, yeah, good, good. Even though on the inside you're, you know, screaming and you just want to kind of reach out to someone, even if it is a stranger, you know, and, you know, hiding that aspect of yourself. So really trying to find the connection between your bowel movements and your emotional health. Try it. Don't knock it till you try it, because you actually have a lot of support when it comes to family and friends, and especially within this partnership. You are definitely feeling a lot happier within home because there was a shift that happened there. And it wasn't just through money. It was actually through a lot of empowerment and that alone time, as mentioned before. Okay, so the reading, the situation at hand when it comes to July 2018 for Virgos is your power at home with family, your empowerment at home, how powerful you feel, how unpowerful you feel. I'm seeing a fish getting caught in one of those, you know, the holders for like a 6-pack. I'm seeing like a fish being caught in that. So emotionally feeling okay, but also feeling like you're caught in something artificial, something plastic, and something put in place there by somebody else. So you just fishing along, living your life, feeling free and happy, and then something or somebody throwing in something, not being aware, not being cognizant, not being considerate. That's a huge thing with Virgos, is inconsideration, because they're so considerate. They're such a serving energy. So somebody being inconsiderate and throwing in something artificial, something fake, something plastic into your life, and now you feel trapped by it, especially within the home and family. It's really impeding your sense of power. The obstacle and the aid to this situation, Virgo, is to recognize that you haven't been putting out enough energy. You've been trying so hard to just work with what you got, and it just doesn't work like that. I'll give you an example, okay? My husband is Virgo moon, Virgo rising. and he's convinced that the only way that we can make money and be, you know, with a new baby is if you work hard. Work harder, make more money, work. And I'm like, actually, let's try this instead. So I just applied for some random documentary series, you know, on modern parenting, living in the country. So a camera crew comes to the house, 8 people. We talk casually on camera. We show them the baby. We show them our house that I manifested through a vision board, and we talk very casually, and they send us $1,000. So what I did is I showed this Virgo energy, hey, you don't only have to make money through serving, through work. You know, even when you think about work, it's a paycheck. There are other ways to gain income that the universe is going to serve, and you can't even imagine it. You can even possibly fathom it. So recognizing that you don't need to hold on to your power. It doesn't have to be through a paycheck. You can gain that power at home, especially financial power, through manifestation and through recognition that when you put it out there, it'll come back in. And this is an obstacle and an aid, Virgo, so it's not going to be easy. And just to reiterate, I will be sending that link to that documentary when it is live, so be prepared for that. Just want to put that out there. Subconsciously, Virgo, there's a huge shift going on beneath the surface. Everything really is changing. This alone time you're doing is just, it's so beneficial. It is starting new beginnings that you can even imagine before. It is starting something so incredible, that with this energy, it is actually reprogramming and reteaching you things that you thought for sure you already knew, things that you in your head were like, that's fact. Subconsciously, things are shifting so much that your fact is now changing. What you believe to be true and tried and tested is now completely turning upheaval, completely changing. And with that energy, it's going to shift everything in your life. It's going to bring that new positive energy in that's like, whoa, I didn't even know that this could exist for me. Thinking, Virgo, whatever you're thinking about, it's being sent out there. So be prepared for this shift. Be prepared for something to come in that you couldn't imagine. Just be open. Don't resist. My husband, he resisted so much with that documentary. He's like, well, why are they taking so long to respond? What about this? What about that? And it ended up being so perfect. They're like, let's film you going to a garden center, and then we'll film you gardening. And that's what he lives for. He loves that. And I'm like, this is all working out in your favor. So recognizing that your thoughts are hindering you, just do not resist. Let go, flow with it, okay? And you'll be surprised, because what's been happening right now, Virgo, is your thoughts have really been pinning you down. And with those thoughts is the reason why, you know, your empowerment has been a little bit shaky, especially within home and family, because it's how you feel about yourself. So you right now, Virgo, you got a lot of opportunities. You have a lot of opportunities and a lot of opportunities for power. It is time to start recognizing that. Like, don't only focus on the negative. Don't focus on what didn't happen or what could happen or what should happen. Focus on the fact that you have a lot of opportunities for growth and you deserve it. Family and friends. Who's the soulmate within your family and friends? Who's the soulmate that you know in your heart? It's a family member or a close friend, and there's something about this family member or close friend that they've changed you on a soul level. There's something about them that they've put you on your soul's path. So you don't see them for a little bit, but then when you do see them, there's something that sparks some sort of energy, some sort of feeling that just it lights you up, and other people notice it. It's time for you to start to recognize it as well. Somebody within your family and friends that is a soulmate that is putting you on your path, talk to them. Don't resist their energy. Allow their energy to come in, especially if it's a negative person. If it's somebody that you're having issues with, that's all the more reason to believe that they are your soulmate, because a soulmate comes in to kind of recalibrate us and say, okay, you were going this way, and that's not the way that your soul needs to go in order to fulfill your destiny and to fulfill your duty here on earth. So this person comes in and says, course correct, feels awkward as hell, does not feel good, but they course correct you back on the path. And it's time to really look back at that relationship, that family or friendship, and say, oh yeah, they've course corrected me before. I resisted it, But then eventually this person did put me on the path that I needed to be on to get to where I am now. And now they're coming back in to course correct again, and I need to not resist. Hope and fear, Virgo, strength, power, personal strength. Why on earth would you fear it? Question yourself. Why would you fear your strength? Why would you fear to have this roar and to say, I'm powerful, I'm here, I'm deserving, I'm worth it? Why would you fear that? Who told you in your childhood that you were not worth it? Was it just somebody who wasn't listening to you? You know, the Virgos in my life, they're all the moon in Virgos, the sun in Virgos, they're all middle child, middle children, or they're adopted. So somebody in their childhood did not listen, they did not feel heard, and with that energy, they've carried that into adulthood saying, I'm not worthy enough, I don't deserve it. That needs to be completely shifted, wiped clean by just every day affirming your worth and recognition that it is your birthright to have power, whatever that means for you. So you hope for it, but you fear it, okay? So work on that this month, Virgo. Last card is sacrifice, self-sacrifice, and being okay with it and just letting go and just saying, I'm done. First step is to recognize that your thoughts create your world. So if you've been resisting, it's time to flow with it. You'll recognize when you put resistors up, when you put blockers up, when you feel uncomfortable, when a situation makes you feel tense and makes you feel like, and you're questioning everything. Let it go. Really be cognizant and just say, I'm letting it go, I'm flowing with it. With that, you'll recognize that you're releasing, and that's going to create something incredible. This is, I used to say 9 times out of 10 this is a pregnancy, but now I'm getting to a point where it's 8 times out of 10, because it really depends on who I'm talking to. 8 times out of 10 this is a pregnancy, but at the end of the day, it's creation. It's nurturing some sort of creation. It's the Empress card. It's all about fertility, manifestation, seeing what you planted coming to fruition. Okay? So Virgo, July 2018, recognizing that your thoughts are creating your world. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Let it flow. You'll feel that instant shift of letting go and being okay with the sacrifice, being okay with saying, you know what, I'm flowing with it. And then you'll start to see huge creation coming in, huge new bounds and positivity coming in. I'm excited to hear about it. As always, Virgo, you can reach out to me for a personalized reading. We'll get to the heart of any issue that's going on. I use astrology and numerology for all my readings, so please include your birthday with the email. And you can also like, comment, or subscribe and share if you can. I appreciate it so much. Love you guys, and I will see you in August. Bye, Virgo.